As a gastroral synesthete, I experience pretty much everything through taste, through flavor, to be more specific. Basically everything emits a vibration. Because I'm a kinesthetic gastroral synesthete, so I feel vibration in everything as well. But in order for me to understand that vibration, it happens through flavor. So I've been taught that the color blue is blue through conditioning when I see it, but it doesn't mean anything to me. This particular tasting, the 1812 Overture, I didn't pick the entire piece. In order to capture 15 minutes of very intense movements, I would have to have a course. Like you'd sit down and there would be tastings because each movement has its own vibration, its own expression. So I picked the first one, because it's the easiest one to get people in. It's also the one that most people don't pay attention to. We all know of the cannons and the explosions, and but the beginning is so important because it really sets the stage for what war is like. Now, for me, when I listen to the music, there's a vibration that's happening. I have no idea what it sounds like. I can't remember. It's gone. But there are flavors that will show up, I guess, so to speak. I feel them. This is a very fascinating experiment for me. People are very scared of taste. They want a lot of instruction. They want to understand it, which I was totally surprised by when I was doing this. I'm like, you just taste it. There's nothing happening. It's not magic. But they kept looking for, am I doing this wrong? Am I doing this right? Aside from the cane sugar that's in it, it is mustard seed, crocus, geranium, and bergamot. So if I was to take those flavors and put it in a cake, I'd have to do it differently. But because I'm putting it in the lollipop, so I add the mustard seed at the beginning. And so by the end, it's not spicy because it's caramelized and softened rather than just throwing it at the end, and now it's pungent and overwhelming. So if you don't actually pick up on any of those flavors that I used, that's great. You shouldn't, really, unless you have an incredibly trained palate. Otherwise, it's just there. They just move together. To be here is very humbling. I'm very honored to be a part of anything that's really great about taste and flavor. And I actually don't know if I could live my life without taste. Briefly, I had a very traumatic event, and I lost my sense of taste for 6 weeks. But I didn't lose the ability to taste things. I just had no idea what was going on. Nothing. There was no memory, nothing. It was the worst experience of my life. I basically went blind. So any part that I can use whatever I do and experience life in to help would be, well, it would give my life a very important meaning for sure. I'm enjoying this because I'm learning tremendous amounts about how people experience taste in the first place, because I've been kind of isolated. I'm a chef, and so I get to talk about food pretty much every day. But I don't get to I'm not getting a lot of input on what's happening for people when they taste and how they experience aroma. And so this is really enlightening my own understanding of what's happening for me to some degree. And I'm enjoying I was about to cuss. I'm really enjoying it.